este del chocolate. Se nos ha calentado de más. Y hay que destacar sobre todo de ss8 Calapi, que ha sido capaz de sacar el auto, dejarlo en el medio, en algún lugar donde no pudiera provocar daños mayores. Y si la combustión pues es ahí, ahora están llegando a donde está Dani Sordo. Señalizaba Carlos del Barrio. Dani Sordo pues se ha quedado ahí un poco contrariado. Están dando al el símbolo un poco del ok al helicóptero. Y ahí tenemos el Ford Fiesta WRC de ss8 Calapi Ferm, Pasto de las Llamas. Copiloto y piloto pues fuera de cualquier peligro. Y nada, pues ha dado tiempo de lo que ha dado tiempo, de avanzar con el coche hasta donde más o menos se ha podido. Y estas pues eran imágenes captadas a pie de pista. Dani Sordo y Carlos del Barrio. Del Barrio marcando ese lugar porque además es un lugar donde no tienen demasiada visibilidad. Y quizás Dani Sordo debiera situarse en un lugar de menos posible peligro. Pero bueno, en esos momentos la rabia y la impotencia te dejan pues prácticamente en cualquier lugar. Regresamos ahí con Nicolai Griasin.
Закрытый чуть. 40 ровно. 150. Правый 8 внутри. 80, правый 8 минус.
Volvemos ahora con Nicolai Griasin. Agradezco los mensajes que han ido llegando, pero que no hemos podido mirar por estar pendientes de toda la cuestión técnica, de recuperar primero la imagen, el sonido. Y en el que pues me dabais las indicaciones de lo sucedido en el coche de ss8 Calapi, en ese tramo de enlace camino del tramo número 8. Y justo pues ya a continuación hemos podido seguir todo lo sucedido. Finalmente vamos ahora con los autos de la categoría del WRC2 y WRC3 con esa referencia. Griasin 24:34.1. Pontus Tiedemann, ojo, en el quinto split le mete 16 segundos y una décima. Así por tanto, Pontus Tiedemann más líder, ahí le vemos en imagen, del WRC2. Así las cosas, vamos a recapitular ya entre los coches del WRC. Sebastián Ogier, primero de todo, Tanak se anota el scratch. Por lo tanto, 2 scratch para Tanak, los dos en el tramo del chocolate. A partir de ahí, Sebastián Ogier, líder con 2 segundos y 2 décimas de ventaja con respecto a Teemu Suninen, que se defiende con uñas y dientes. Y además le va a tocar ahora mismo defender el honor de Forem Sport. Thierry Neuville, tercera posición a 19.3. Vamos a comparar con el tramo anterior, por lo tanto, estamos, pues, Suninen se acerca a Ogier, Neuville se descuelga un poco bastante, el doble de la distancia que tenía. Lástima porque ss8 Lappi estaba a 23.9 y tendrá que abandonar, estará en la clasificación de este tramo número 7, pero ya no aparecerá en el tramo número 8, y además es abandono seguro por incendio y calcinación del coche. Elfyn Evans, por lo tanto, pasará a la cuarta posición, a 32.4 de Ogier, y serán a 13.1 de Neuville. Kalle Rovanperä subirá a la quinta posición, a 34.8, por lo tanto a 2 segundos y 4 décimas de Evans. Por su parte, Ott Tänak a 1 segundo, .7 de Kalle. Sube también a la sexta posición. Estaremos atentos pues ya a la llegada final de tramo, que ya ha sido de Gus Greensmith, que se sitúa a 1 minuto, 1 segundo y 7 décimas dentro del top 10, séptima posición en la general. Tendrá que estar pendiente de esos 2 minutos, 35 segundos y 5 décimas que va por detrás Pontus Tiedemann. Quien se sitúa en la novena posición de la general, octavo, después de la corrección de Lappi. Y también entra como noveno clasificado Nicolai Griasin, por el momento, con una diferencia de 41.8 entre Tiedemann y Griasin. 18.4 le ha metido en este tramo Tiedemann a Griasin. Ole Christian Baby, en imagen ahora, va 21 segundos y 7 décimas más lento en el quinto split que Pontus Tiedemann. Perdemos momentáneamente la señal, pero en este caso es para todos, no solo para el estudio de la versión en español. Y bueno, pues esta es la clasificación de este tramo número 7, segunda pasada por el chocolate, que muchos recordaremos, porque el coche de ss8 Lappi se ha incendiado después de completar el tramo, y el de Dani Sordo pues se ha quedado detenido y ha habido que echarle un poquito de extintor por si acaso. Ogier sigue siendo el líder, Suninen el único que es capaz de echársele un poquito encima, pero no demasiado. El resto pues se quedan ahí. Neuville a más de 19, se aprieta por ahí la cosa con Lappi ya no. Evans, Rovanperä y Tänak se jugarán el todo por acabar en las primeras posiciones.
Bex Williams and PK, obviously a hugely eventful and dramatic stage. We knew it was going to be tough and the temperature's so hot, and what we knew of that stage, it was always going to be demanding, but we didn't expect to see what were really very sad scenes. I'm here in M Sport, and obviously there was a lot of people gathering around, all live actually, to see those images, but we sent Hayley to catch up with Rich Milner.
Okay, Rich, we just saw the unfortunate images of ss8's car in flames. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, we don't really know much, to be honest. Still a bit of shock, to be fair. That's possibly the worst thing that can happen to a team, especially our team with the budgets we have. You know, that is you're going to ask some serious questions of us for the remainder of the year. And yeah, it was a shock for us to see. Okay, the main thing is that both guys are okay. EP obviously did what he could to put that out, but unfortunately once it took kind of flight, that was that. But yeah, it's not a good situation for us, to be honest.
ss8 obviously tried to put the flames out, but he also, the heroic gesture of getting it out of everyone's way. I mean, that's, you know, the real spirit of rallying.
Yeah, I think he was trying, and from what I hear, they emptied the extinguisher on the car to try and get it to go out at the stage finish, and it didn't work. So I presume he was driving away to try and get the flames just to go out, but it was obviously too much. But yeah, it's a big problem for us, this.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well that is Rich just speaking honestly about the the most important thing, as you can see, the images of both driver and co-driver were unharmed, and the heroics of ss8 to get that car out of harm's way was extraordinary. So thank you to EP, but not what you want to see at all. And you heard PK and Bex talking you through the scenes as they were happening live. So thank you to Rich Milliner, as always, for talking to us and giving us an honest response. But most importantly, as he said, both driver and co-driver unharmed. Okay, it was an eventful stage. You saw, it wasn't just Lappi that you saw out of the car, it was also Danny Sordo. What a rally he's had. He was one to watch coming into this, always goes well on gravel, always such a consistent driver, always a point scorer. And remember those scenes in Sardinia last time out, and he was on the podium at his own home rally in Spain. But this was not meant to be his rally. We can actually go now to the stage live.
ss8, heartbreaking images of your car burning behind you. When were you first aware that it was on fire?
On the stop line, to be honest. When Janne opened the door, he said that, okay, this is burning now, and yeah, and probably you were there, so you saw what happened. And then I didn't realize how big fire it is, so I tried to still drive, but it didn't shut down. So yeah. Luckily, we are fine. I mean, I don't know what caused that, to be honest. We didn't have any issues on the stage. So.
The fire marshals at the stop control did all they could to try and put it out. They used 4 or 5 fire extinguishers. When did you make the decision, right, I'm going to drive off and see if I can blow it out?
No, I couldn't see it, to be honest. It's in a big fire because all the tinted windows are blocking the view quite well. So I was still driving quite a long time, to be honest, and then I lost the brakes completely, and then I realized that, okay, this is still burning like hell, and then I just jumped out.
In hindsight, do you think that was a brave move or a stupid move?
Oh, probably stupid, but like I said, I didn't really see it's on so much fire.
But you're both okay, that's the main thing, we can get a new car.
Yeah, such a shame, but part of the game.
It was a good stage time as well.
Yeah. Speed wasn't too bad.
Yes, good to hear from ss8 Lappi, and just extraordinary scenes to see that car in flames behind him. But as Emir Penland said, you can get a new car, both driver and co-driver unharmed. Lappi was going really well as you heard from him. He said it was a good stage time. He's looked at home in that Fiesta over the course of this weekend, but Rally Mexico, it throws up so much, and that particular run of El Chocolat has been so tough for so many of the drivers. You're not missing any of the action. I am getting live, obviously my producer's speaking into my ear as I'm speaking to you, and we will go to the stage as soon as we can, but they are delaying that stage. We're not going to that yet, so you're not missing any action at all. But yes, that was a hugely challenging stage, and ss8 Lappi and both Danny Sordo coming out of their car, and both for Sordo it's more frustration than anything, but for Lappi I'm sure there is some relief now he's seen the state that the car is in. In better news, Ortega, who's had a difficult rally so far, he was the fastest on that stage, and Suninen, whose goal was pretty plain and clear arriving here in Mexico, he had to be on it. He is on it. He was second fastest, and he's second overall behind Sebastian Ogier. Ogier's won this rally 5 times, and he could be winning it a 6th time, but who knows? We have still got so many more stages to come, and more stages to come here on Friday as well. We are just waiting news on what is happening in this next stage. So Danny Sordo, yes, what a weekend he's had so far. It's not even the weekend, is it? It's Friday, but it feels like we've been going for a long time already. He's been had extraordinary pace, and then he's had huge frustration, things that have been out of his control. When there's luck to be had, no luck seems to fall Danny Sordo's way. But again, it was scenes that we didn't want to see, him outside the car, looking, you know, in the bonnet, trying to ascertain what had gone on. But yeah, a deeply frustrating rally for him. He said earlier he didn't know whether he was disappointed or whether he was just plain sad. What a frustrating Rally Mexico. It was the first time we've seen him this season. He is on a part season with Hyundai, of course, and we expected him to go well here. We are going to take a very quick breather, as you all are, and we'll be back with any news that we've got on the next stage. We will be sure to give it to you. Stay with us and we'll be back very soon.
Esta es la clasificación general del Rally Guanajuato, México. Después de los 7 primeros tramos cronometrados disputados, Sebastián Ogier es el líder con 1 hora 10 minutos 8 segundos y 6 décimas. A 8 segundos y 2 décimas Teemu Suninen, a 19.3 Thierry Neuville. Así, por tanto, un Toyota, un Ford, un Hyundai. Volvemos con el otro Ford, el de Sape Calapi, que sabemos que ya no va a estar porque ha ardido completamente en el tramo de enlace, ya en el final una vez ya superado el tramo. Elfyn Evans, Kalle Rovanperä y Ottana, que están ahí apretadísimos, 2 Toyotas y un Hyundai. Y después ya Gus Greensmith, que pese a estar a 1 minuto de la cabeza de carrera, pues se sitúa ya 7º de la general. Recordemos también pues que finalmente abandono de Dani Sordo con una nueva avería mecánica en la segunda pasada por el tramo del chocolate. Seguimos viendo estas imágenes del helicóptero pasando de un tramo hacia el siguiente.
Watch WRC Plus on all devices, WRC Plus all live.
Hello and welcome back to Rally Guanajuato, Mexico. This is going to be a short update because we have got news. Because of the drama that unfolded in that last stage, the second pass of El Chocolate, we are coming back on air for stage 10 and 11, the Autodroma stage, 2.3 kilometers, and that will be at 7:15 local time here in Mexico. So 8 and 9, stage 8 and 9 have been cancelled. So we'll be back for stage 10 and 11, and that's at 7:15 local time here in Mexico. To give you an understanding why, this is what happened in the last stage. It was ss8 Lappi, and it was such heartbreaking scenes, wasn't it, Julian Porter?
That's it, yeah. I mean, I've actually had the fortune of being able to watch all of the pictures the guys got, and as he came into sight, it was already on fire right rear. So either a damper failed or it was a brake pipe. Now, listening to what he says in the interview later on, he talks about he lost the brake, so maybe a brake pipe burst or something, and then the fluid went onto the brake disc and it caught fire. As soon as they discovered it, they set off, the EP set off to try and blow the fire out by moving. People might think, why is he driven off? The air through the car potentially would stop it, but unfortunately all that brake fluid, every time he's pressing the brakes, unbeknown to him, we think he's putting more fluid onto the fire, so to speak. But unfortunately, it's the worst thing that can happen, because absolutely nothing can be retrieved from that car. When you have a big crash, you can retrieve something somewhere. Nothing at all can be retrieved from that car. So it's a very, very sad and expensive day for M Sport.
Yeah, it was desperate scenes to watch, wasn't it? We saw ss8 Lappi jump out of the car. Also, heroically, I know what you're saying there about moving the car, but it also meant that he was out of harm's way from any of the people that were at the stop control.
Yeah, that's it, out of the way, from harm's way, everybody, but also trying to do a double job.
Well, Emir Penland caught up with him after those moments.
ss8, heartbreaking images of your car burning behind you. When were you first aware that it was on fire?
On the stop line, to be honest. When Jan opened the door, he said that, okay, this is burning now, and yeah, and probably you were there, so you saw what happened, and then I didn't realize how big fire it is, so I tried to still drive, but it didn't shut down, so yeah, luckily we are fine. I mean, I don't know what caused that, to be honest. We didn't have any issues on the stage. So.
The fire marshals at the stop control did all they could to try and put it out. They used 4 or 5 fire extinguishers. When did you make the decision, right, I'm going to drive off and see if I can blow it out?
I couldn't see it, to be honest. It's in a big fire, because all the tinted windows are blocking the view quite well. So I was still driving quite a long time, to be honest, and then I lost the brakes completely, and then I realized that, okay, this is still burning like hell, and then I just jumped out.
In hindsight, do you think that was a brave move or a stupid move?
Oh, probably stupid, but like I said, I didn't really see it's on so much fire.
But you're both okay, that's the main thing, we can get a new car.
Yeah, such a shame, but part of the game.
It was a good stage time as well.
Yeah. Speed wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and just to reiterate Emir Penland's words there, it's great to know that both ss8 Lappi and Jan Fern, his co-driver, are both okay, but desperate scenes for M Sport today, looking at that car. But their other driver, Teemu Suninen, is doing so well. He's only 8.2 seconds behind Sebastian Ogier, who is leading this rally. So your top 3 overall is Ogier, Teemu Suninen and Thierry Neuville. Behind them was Lappi, that we just heard from, Elvin Evans in 5th, Rovanperä in 6th, and Tanak making up some of the deficit that he had earlier. He's now 36.5 seconds from the top drivers. Well, Jules, so this is now your updated schedule. So to remind you, the next 2 stages are cancelled, stage 8 and stage 9. We'll be back on air at 7:15 local time here at Mexico for stage 10 and 11, the Autodroma, 2.3 kilometers long. And then we've got the Leon street stage culminating action here on what has been a drama-filled day of Rally Mexico. But both driver and co-driver are okay, Jules, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, that is the most important thing. We've always said it, though, drama everywhere we go in Mexico, but yeah, main thing is, as I said, it's not what a team needs. The big thing is they're okay, but it's a lot of money just disappeared there, and that's a big thing as well you've got to remember about a small team.
Yeah, so that is desperately sad for M Sport, and our thoughts are with them. It has been an expensive day here in Rally Mexico. We will be back on air at 7:15 for stage 10 and 11. What more drama is to come here in Mexico? Make sure you join us then. See you now. For now.
Watch WRC Plus on all devices, WRC Plus all live.